Hey guys, Cody Henderson again with Shorkey Chrysler. Today we're going to be looking over the 2016 Dodge Challenger Hellcat. With the 2016 Dodge Charger, we have the available 3.6 liter V6 engine, the 5.7 liter V8 Hemi, the 6.4 liter V8 Hemi, as well as a 6.2 liter supercharged V8 Hemi. The 6.2 liter V8 supercharged Hemi is exclusive to the Hellcats. It's capable of producing 707 horsepower and a top speed of 206 miles per hour. So we're going to take a look at the vehicle itself now. We can see on the hood we have the exclusive SRT hood scoops, the front bumper, the badging for the Hellcat itself, as well as the 20-inch brass monkey wheels. Also exclusive for the Hellcat, we have the Brembo 6-piston high-performance brakes with ABS, as well as the SRT tuned Bilstein 3-mode competition suspension. So we can see just how much trunk space we do have in the Charger, but once we actually open up the hidden panel in the back, we can see that we have the fixed flat system, a little bit of additional storage, as well as the battery compartment. In the Charger, we have the available Uconnect 5.0 as well as the Uconnect 8.4. In this one, we can see the Uconnect 8.4, which gives us the access to the radio, which is AM, FM, satellite radio, media. You have USB, auxiliary, Bluetooth, and SD. Controls, which actually in this model specifically, we have controls for the heated seats, the ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. All the Uconnect apps, which we can go over later, the climate, the navigation, and the phone. Nothing's paired up currently. Now, one thing I want to show you guys that is very exclusive to the Hellcat is if we go into the apps, we go over and we hit performance pages. What this does is this gives us all the information on the vehicle currently. So if we go up to home, you can see a few pictures of the Hellcat itself. We go to timers, you can see the reaction times, 0 to 60, 0 to 100, eighth of a mile, quarter of a mile, braking distance, and braking distance from speed. If we go last, best, and save, we also have the gauges, so we can see the oil temperature, oil pressure, coolant temp, battery voltage, and transmission temp. The second gauge page shows the boost pressure, air-fuel ratio, the coolant temp, and the intake air temp. After that, we also have the G-force, which will show us where the force is being whenever we're driving, as well as the engine as well too. So at the bottom here, we can see we have full climate control, as well as on the screen we have the volume, the tune, launch, traction control, parking sensors, and the SRT. Now this is something I really want to cover with you guys, is the SRT button. You can see it brings up a special page here, which right now it shows default. You can change the way the vehicle behaves, and you can actually customize however you want. So if we look at the top, we can see there's track, which will give you full power. There's sport mode, which again gives you full power, but it changes the transmission up to sport mode a little for you. You can even customize it, or you can just go back to the default. Now we can see down at the bottom we have the race options, which goes over the launch control, the shift modes. We can either activate or do the RPM setup. We go back though, we have the valet mode. Now I'm going to go over the red key versus the black key in a little bit, but what valet mode does is if you are valet parking the vehicle, you can actually put a pin in and it will lock it out, so that way it's only limited to a certain amount of power. We're going to cancel. And then we also have eco mode, which that takes the power down to about 500 horsepower. The transmission shifts a little bit better for you. The paddle shifters are turned off, and then the traction and suspension are tuned for the street instead. Now, if we click up here, we can see the red keys in the vehicle. So what it looks like then, as you can see, we have a red key and we also have a black key. The red key unlocks the full potential for the vehicle. All 700 horsepower is available to you, whereas the black key only limited to about 500 horsepower. Once we take a look at the steering wheel, we can see that we have the cruise control settings. We have the controls for the cluster in the rear, the Bluetooth settings. You also have the paddle shifters for whenever you're driving. You can actually manually shift without the clutch. And then also behind, we have on the right side the volume control, and then on the left side changing the channels. Okay guys, so thank you again for stopping in and watching the video with us today. Again, my name is Cody Henderson with Shorkey Chrysler. Today we looked at the 2016 Dodge Charger Hellcat. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact myself or any one of our sales staff. We'd be more than willing to help you out. Phone number 412-872-2400. Again, thanks guys.